This is Hey Shay Reviews, and we will be reviewing the Nerf N-Strike Elite Fire Strike. Let's get started on some of the information on this gun. This is the elite version of the Nightfinder EX3. It is a single fire dart blaster. And if you don't know what that means, you'll see later. It comes with 3 elite darts and has a special red light beam for aiming at your target. And of course, the red light requires 2 AAA batteries, which are placed at the bottom of the handle. And of course, the batteries are not included with this blaster. As you can see, it's got the grey triggers, so that means it's an Australian blaster and the ranges have been decreased. Let's look into its design it has. Of course, it has the elite colour scheme with the blue, the orange, the white and the grey. As you can see, it is very small and light. Of course, it's really different compared to the Nightfinder. It's really been changed. It has 2 triggers, one for firing the dart and the other one to shoot out the light beam. And here it has the 2 dart holders where the darts perfectly go in place. And all that's showing of the darts is just the tip, the orange tip bit. It has 1 tactical rail at the top. It has no sling adapter, but many people use this part of the gun as the sling adapter. Here's the light and it's in a fixed position. Unlike the Nightfinder, you can move the light. If you've noticed, the bottom of the handle has this thing pointing out. This isn't the only blaster that's got this feature. Also, it is in the strong arm too. So, how to work this blaster? Well, first of all, you should put your 2 darts in the dart storage. And then what the instruction booklet recommend is to first put in the dart in the barrel, then cock it by pulling this back and you'll hear a click and you are ready to pull that trigger to fire it. And over here for the second trigger, you would pull this on to have the light beam come up. If you are putting this blaster away, I certainly wouldn't recommend leaving this dart in the blaster, as it might reduce the distance of this blaster. This is the rate of fire test, and one thing for sure is that I know I'm not going to go that fast with this blaster. But anyway, let's try. In 3, 2, 1, go. So that's as fast as I can get. So let's look through the goods and the bads of this blaster. Of course, it's a really great improvement of the original Nightfinder. It's definitely been improved. I personally think that this has a really cool look and design. This is my personal opinions, but I think it's one of the coolest looking blasters yet. It's small and light, and that's really great. Of course, it's got pretty good elite distance, and it's probably even better than the Retaliator and some of the other blasters' distances. It's got pretty good accuracy. I think it does. I'll find out in my firing and accuracy test of this blaster. And this is a really good secondary weapon to use. Now for the bads of the blaster. It doesn't have a high capacity, as it only has 3 darts, and it doesn't have a high rate of fire, and that is really annoying in the Nerf wars. I wouldn't call this too much a bad, but the light is only visible in the dark, so that can be sort of annoying. Even though I don't have a big hand, I do find this handle really small. So if I did have a big hand, I'd find it really uncomfortable probably. Of course, this blaster cannot be a primary blaster as it doesn't have that high capacity, doesn't have a high rate of fire. But as I said before, it's a really good secondary blaster. Overall, if you were planning to get this blaster, I certainly still recommend on getting it. And it is a really cheap price, which is really cool. But don't expect yourself winning a Nerf war with this blaster, unless your opponents are all using a single fire dart blaster. Anyways, thanks for watching Hey Shay Reviews.